Welcome back to I Was on TV.
Faye, can you please reveal to me the product you have and the price?
It was filled with memeable moments that I will definitely be putting on Instagram and hoping that people caption, because oh my god, some of the shots were really bizarre. I don't know if anybody wants me to put this into perspective, but I was there, I think, for like nearly 2 or 3 hours, and those few seconds are basically the parts that I'm in it. I mean, if we were to put like the whole scene, it would probably be like 1 minute and 30 seconds. But the parts where I'm like in full view are those few seconds. I mean, I guess it's not like a big role. I wouldn't say that it's like being in a big role, but you know, I was on TV and I'm really happy about that. And obviously I couldn't put just those clips up Channel 4 would, and I still don't know if they're gonna claim it, and if they do, you know, I'll put it under fair use. Because it is fair use. It shows me I'm gonna show what I have to show. But I'm really happy about it, and I thought I could talk a little bit about it as well. It was a daytime shoot. We were in, I can't remember the name of the studio. It was somewhere in central London. And I was in 2 shows this year to extra in. One of them was for Channel 4's Supershoppers, which is this clip, and the other one was in Eating with My Ex for BBC 3. And I have to say that Channel 4 treated us significantly better than I was treated in Eating with My Ex for BBC 3, because when that comes out, I'm reacting to it fully, because we were a background extra, and for Channel 4 we were doing, well, I was doing, Ed wasn't here. Ed was with me for the Eating with My Ex thing, but for this, I was by myself, and I had done my makeup by myself, which is why I look kind of beat.
You're absolutely wrong.
But yeah, they treated us really well. I met the presenter. She was really nice. You know, she directed us. She cued us to say what we had to say. And one of my lines was, "I don't know too much about thermostats." I don't know too much about thermostats. Which I hope is memed to shit, to filth. You know, all of that, all of those shots, especially the last one, was refilmed like 4 times. We were there for an hour, and that's how much they took out to actually put in the actual show, which I understand. You can't put an hour of footage of us just messing about in, you know, the whole show. It can't be the whole show. But it was fun, and it was good, and I met a lot of cool people. The guy who was, you know, choosing Deal or No Deal, he was a really cool guy. He was a model. Oh, this is the other thing. All of the other people there, they were actual models. I am an assistant teacher in a college who kind of does extra work when I don't have work in schools. That's my thing. So all these other people were models. So one of the girls, and she was a music producer, which is insane to me. She was a music producer being an extra in a Channel 4 show. It was crazy. But I met those guys. They were really cool. The other thing is, these big channels who like want extras, they often don't pay you. And the reason for that is that you'll get exposure through their show. So they don't find the need to pay you. And that's what you'll find. If anybody's interested in going into like model work or extra work, they kind of go hand in hand. I started this modeling thing in the summer of this year. So I think I signed a contract to become a model in June, and that's bullshit. Don't worry about that. It's very easy to get into modelling, and people will, and I fell for this, people will sort of twist it to make it seem like you really need like an expensive photo shoot to start off. You really don't. Because if you go into specific sites and stuff, and if you want more information, I can give it to you. You can go into very specific sites to find trainee photographers to take photos for you for free, because they're trying to get experience and you're trying to get photos. So it works. And yeah, so I think there's like this idea that to become a model is really expensive. It really isn't. And I think there's also an expectation that you have to look a certain way, or be a certain way, or be a certain colour, or have a certain height. Now, I will say this, if you want to make a career as a model, the one thing that you have to have is exposure. You need to have a huge following. And to some extent you would need a certain look as well. A lot of models, they expect them to be above 5'7", to be able to walk in heels, to be sizes 8 to 10 in the UK. I'm not sure about the US or other countries, but here it's about 8 to 10. But you also get other agencies who are kind of just like, fuck it, we can do any of those. The things that they really and truly want is a following. If you already have exposure, you'll get more opportunities. It's like with any arts career. You just need a following. So I found this through a site which, hires extras and models, and it's all very interesting. And this one, like I said, it was for free. I did this for free, and I just wanted to try it to see what it was, because I did this after I had filmed I was an extra in Eating with My Ex for BBC Three, and Ed hated it. I hated it. It was awful. We were there for like 6 hours. We'll go into that another time once it comes out in the new year. But this one, I loved how they treated me, and how, there was a lot of healthy banter between us. And I think in some of the shots I look really like upset, or disgruntled, or like very plain-faced. It was either the choosing of the person who edited the video or the show, or they wanted me to look serious in some of their shots. Other shots I looked freakishly happy, and that is because I can't act, and that is why I'm not an actor. But I've taken out all the clips that I was in the show, and I hope you enjoy them. I'll pepper them throughout this. I'll split this and pepper them appropriately so that you can see them. And honestly, I'm kind of proud of myself, and I hope that anybody who's looking into becoming an extra or modelling, can take it from me, at least from this experience, that it's fun. And if anybody wants me to do like a long video on modelling and like how to get into it, what are the pros and cons and things, like, this is a very off the book kind of thing, because this came out on the 27th and I wasn't expecting to record a video until a few days. I was waiting a few days to record a video, so as you can see, it's not my normal setup. This is Ed's house. I'm waiting for New Year's. So yeah, this is very off the book. And I just hope that you'll go back to see it. I currently, the whole episode is on 4 on Demand or 4OD. It's mainly available in the UK, but I'm sure you can find a platform to watch it in other countries too. And it's a really interesting show. It's basically about finding the right price for things and how different companies use different tactics to lure customers in. It's like one of those shows that you would watch in daytime TV, but this actually aired at 8 p.m. So I don't know who was waiting to watch this at 8 p.m. But it's like a fun little show about prices and companies and advertising, if you're into that. But I'm really happy with myself, and I hope you'll watch the show. I thought it was really good, and I enjoy the presenters. So yeah, that's my take today. Much shorter video, very, very off the book. And I will see you next week. Please like, share, subscribe. I love to hear from all of you, no matter what you have to say. and please do share. I would like to have a following of my own, not because I want to become an extra or a model, just because I'm really enjoying this YouTube thing and I would love to do it more. So, I'll see you in the next one.